Fuses are still commonly used to protect household alternating current circuits and the equipment we connect to them. More sophisticated devices also control the failure of electric circuits and may be operating behind the scenes in your home to protect household wiring and electrical equipment from damage, as well as to prevent fires. Circuit breakers come in many different designs. At the heart of a circuit breaker is a simple switch which can open and close. When closed, a circuit is completed through the circuit breaker and current can flow. But almost open and almost closed switches leave a tiny gap of air, which current can bridge with an electric arc. This arcing damages the metal surfaces of the switch and shortens the life of the circuit breaker. So circuit breakers commonly include springs which cause them to snap open, which is fine, except we want the switch to snap closed too. Like many home circuit breakers, this particular device is a manual one rather than automatic, and now needs a helping hand. A locking mechanism has a strong spring holding it open. The attitude of the lock must be changed using a switch on the outside of the circuit box until the spring shifts from holding the lock open to snapping it closed. Overriding the switch spring and carrying the switch down to make contact and start current flowing. All that remains to complete the circuit breaker is a device to sense the flow of current and open the lock if too much current flows. A common device is a bimetal strip, which is included in the circuit so that current flows through it and heats it. All metals expand when heated, but different materials expand at different rates. A bimetal strip is composed of two metals. As current flow increases in the circuit protected by the breaker, the bimetal strip heats up, but one side expands faster than the other. That causes the bimetal strip to bend. As it bends, it begins to force the spring of the lock mechanism towards the point where the lock will snap open. When the current carrying capacity of the circuit breaker is exceeded, the bending bimetal strip forces the spring far enough to snap the lock open. In turn, the switch is released and itself snaps back to quickly and cleanly break the circuit. Unlike a fuse, which blows and must be thrown away, this thermal circuit breaker quickly cools. It can then be reset to allow current to flow once again. It will, however, immediately trip again if the current through the breaker remains high, which will happen if a short circuit has not been corrected.